again, you don't want to try to time the market. You want to kind of strike when the iron is hot, but definitely there's going to be a lot of opportunity for our veterans and active duty members this year. So really excited about that.
That's exciting. That's exciting because um, though home ownership is tough for some, it's going to be one of the most powerful. It's going to be one of the most powerful cornerstones that's going to put you in the best position of a foundation for the most part. There are so many different, nuances to certain circumstances and situations. Gurus saying to buy a home, gurus saying not to buy a home. Ultimately, it can be a changing factor in majority of people's lives.
Absolutely, yeah. No, and that's a great point. That's a great point. That's something I always want to kind of send home for people, right? Because we're in the holiday season, and something that I've kind of been doing, and I want to even do a little bit more on a more formal level is kind of speak to my family more about financial literacy and about purchasing homes and doing different things like that. And they've seen my growth and development. We've had a lot of conversations this holiday season over affordability, right? I have certain family members that are getting to that retirement age and they've been renting properties all their lives, right? And they're looking at what their amount of Social Security is going to be, right, when they retire, and maybe a little bit from 401k and different things like that. And they're realizing like, well, wait a minute, I'm not going to be able to afford to live. And they're really kind of panicking over that, right? And what you really must understand is that Social Security money, that pension and different things like that, it was not designed to take care of you and for you to have a mortgage, right? So when we think about that 30-year mortgage, the way it was set up is that you buy a house maybe in your 30s, right? And when you reach that retirement age, that home is paid off. So that big line item in your budget is gone, right? That is no longer there. And if she would have been in that situation, she would be okay financially, right? Because the amount of money she would have if her home was paid off would be totally fine enough to pay utilities, different things like that. But now it's like some tough decisions are going to have to be made, and maybe living with a relative or even one of her children or different things like that, or even getting a job after retirement, right? That's how a lot of people end up working at Walmart and different things, being a greeter and certain things like that. And she was actually kind of alluding to certain jobs that she feel like she might be able to do in her advanced age because she don't want to go live with somebody, right? She's been independent her whole life. But now when you're a younger person right now, you're watching this, understand that marathon, right? Understand the long-term benefits of home ownership. Nobody's trying to sit up here and scam you and just tell you to buy a house because it's going to benefit me. The money that I'm going to make off of you buying a house as your real estate professional and different things like that is very minimal. We're trying to look to set you up for your whole entire future. And that is literally, again, the most expensive thing that you have to purchase. And that's the cornerstone of really building wealth. And as you see on the channel, we actually had a video about a reverse mortgage, right? And we had a reverse mortgage person come over here. So imagine those people that bought a home in their 30s, right? And now it's paid off. And they got that extra $2,500 a month that they could take out in addition to their Social Security income. It opens so many doors, man, Kenneth. So I'm just trying to tell the people, bro. I don't want to be too preachy, but I'm just trying to tell the people.
I understand, man. I understand. But at the end of the day, what it is, it's we're crossing that time, right? These baby boomers. A lot of baby boomers are going to be able to not be able to have affordability in their housing situation because they didn't have the knowledge and also the understanding on how to set up long-term factors. A lot of people were living short-term, whether if it's disability benefits, whether if it's real estate benefits, and whether it's entrepreneurship goals. These are all long-term factors that we're putting in place. So having these understandings and positions, it's going to ultimately serve you. It serve you now and obviously later. So with that being said, never let some type of advice that we're giving here think it is something that ultimately we're just abundantly, living off of it, different things like that. No, it's for the people, and we want you guys to understand that we don't want that to be you. Though it is there's information out there. Some of it's true, some of it's not. I'll tell you here on the Prepare to Compete podcast, though, everything will be made in truth. Okay. So, but man, it's incredible. But before we get out of here, man, I did want to ask you, with 2024, our veteran community wants to know 5 major reasons on why to buy a home in 2024.
Oh man, that's great. That's great. So when we're talking about 5 reasons to purchase a home in 2024, one of the main reasons is going to be